Dragons Live, presented by Form Communications.
Hello everyone, I'm John Webby Webking alongside Alexis Kennedy, and welcome to Dragons Live. We have a great show for you tonight. We'll take a look at the NSIC Swimming and Diving Championships hosted by the Dragons, talk with tennis head coach Oliver Summers,
and hear what the women's basketball team had to say after their run into the postseason, and a recap of how all the winter sports finished their seasons. But first, let's hear what Brian Huber had to say after finishing third in the long jump at the NCAA D2 National Meet.
I'm here with Brian Huber at the NCAA Division II National Track and Field Championships. Just got done with the long jump, another All-American trophy. What was that last jump feeling like, Brian?
Felt really good. They originally said that I scratched it, but it felt like a really good jump. I could easily see that it was farther than my last ones, but it feels good to get back up there and get another personal best. So,
what goes through your mind right when you hit the ground after a great jump like that?
Please tell me I didn't scratch. I mean, that's really the only thing. Like when you actually get up in the air like that, you kind of go blank, and then once you hit the ground, you can tell when it's a good jump, and I could tell that was a good one.
Now, what's the experience been like? You've been to multiple championships. What's this one been like?
It's been much different, I guess. I was the only one to make it to indoor this year, so it was a little bit different not having my teammates out here to cheer for and some other teammates here to watch me. But overall, it's been a great experience my senior year. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out.
Now, what's it been like having Coach Barry?
Trevor's been everything this year. He's the best coach I've ever had for anything, so I couldn't ask for any more.
What makes him so good?
He's not to say in a bad way, but he's a know-it-all. Like, you could go to him for advice. He's been there, he's done that. He's everything I could really want in a coach.
Well, congratulations, Brian. Enjoy the trip home and that feeling of that All-American.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Brian. What a way to end your indoor career. Good luck in the outdoor season.
Staying with national competitors, I caught up with the other Winter All-American swimmer Erin Sullivan on her 5th place finish at Nationals.
It went really good, a lot better than last year's Nationals. I swam the 50 on the first day of the meet, and it went good. That's a really competitive event, so I'm not too upset with how I did. It was kind of just a warm-up for Friday for me to swim, and then Friday came along, and I am very happy with how it went. My goal was just to get top 8, and that happened, and I got back down to close to my best time, so it was a good meet.
What's it like to finish your career as an All-American?
Amazing. That's been my goal since I started, so being able to end it that way was really, really exciting. And to have, my family was there too, so to have them and their support and happiness was cool too. Having Doug there was fun. He said if we made it to finals, he'd put fake eyelashes on, so we got to do that one of the nights. And we got to do a lot of fun activities in between sessions, and since we didn't swim every day at the meet, we got to go to the zoo one day. We did an escape room, which was really fun. We went hiking one of the days, so it was cool just to be able to explore North Carolina as well as have the meet.
Great job at Nationals, Erin. Great to see you end your career on such a high note. Swimming also had Bria Anderson in the 50 free, where she finished 21st, missing the finals by only 9/10 of a second.
Let's keep going with national competitors and hear what the women's basketball team had to say after their run into the postseason ended in a loss to Central Missouri in the first round of the NCAA tournament.
We had some breakdowns defensively. We wanted to try to get the ball into our post play. I didn't think we did a very effective job either entering the ball or posting up or commanding the basketball with our big players. So that was actually pretty disappointing. But I also thought that Central Missouri did a good job creating a lot of uncertainty for us, which has kind of been the way we've played maybe the last couple weeks.
I think they just came out with a lot of pressure, and we knew they were going to, but we just had made silly mistakes, turning it over, not handling the pressure very well.
They came out ready to go. We were scrambling a little bit too much the whole quarter, it seemed like, and I personally let them get some easy shots right away, and obviously other people maybe made mistakes too, but we just let them get going way too fast.
So I think it was just a matter of maybe trying too hard to do all those great things to start the game. But you know what? I'm going to say that Central Missouri is a good basketball team, and I felt like in the second half we played them the way we should have, played them in the first half. I thought we were more aggressive defensively, and granted, they probably didn't want to shoot the ball as much in the second half. They wanted to use clock, but I felt like we got aggressive, and then all of a sudden we started getting some high-low looks. All the things that we wanted to do in the first half, we didn't do that until the game was out of hand or out of reach. But I like the fact that we continue to play. We just have to get to a point where we have to play better at the end of the year. And we have not done that the last couple of years. So that's probably the most disappointing, especially for these guys. These guys have had a great career. They deserve to end their career in a better way. But I love the fact that, they played hard to the end, which shows these guys have great character. And I am extremely proud of what they've done over the past 4 years. So I hope nobody judges these guys by how they ended their career, because we've done a lot of great things.
Anything else?
Cassie and Drew, as leading your careers as student athletes.
For me personally, I'm proud to be a Dragon, and I'll forever be a Dragon. But going through this program has meant the world to me, and I'm sure Cass and our other senior Shannon. But I wouldn't have rather played for any other program. Leaving as a Dragon, it's nice to know that you'll never really leave, and you'll get to be a part of this forever.
I'm so happy that I had this opportunity to be a Dragon, always be a Dragon. Glad I got to go through this program with the coaching staff that I had. Our assistant coach and our head coach just worked so much with all the scouts and, the practices and everything. And I'm just so thankful to be with them and have gone through this program.
We will all miss seeing Drew, Cass, and Shannon on the court for the Dragons next year. Congratulations to them on a great career and to the entire women's basketball team on an incredible season.
Wrestler Zach Scott qualified for the NCAA D2 National Tournament at 141 pounds after placing 4th in the Super Region 3 tournament in St. Cloud. This was Scott's first appearance at the national tournament. Scott would go 0-2 at the meet, which was held in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. He finished the year at 17-17 in his first as a Dragon.
Dragon Athletics played host to 2 NSIC championships this season. The most recent was last month as the Dragons held the NSIC Swimming and Diving Championships at the Hulbert Aquatic Center in West Fargo. The first time ever the event was home for MSUM.
It was exciting to host the championships. First of all, we had a world-class facility. Chad and Lisa at the Hulbert Center were amazing to work with. Couldn't accommodate us any better than they did. And just to host the championship the second year the Northern Sun has swimming and diving as a championship was an exciting time. And to showcase what MSUM can do with championships.
It was really surreal because it's been 21 years. We have been at, it's something like 8 different season-ending meets in 10 different locations over those years. And to finally have it here was just so strange. It was something that I had been trying to achieve since I got here. And to finally have it, to finally stand there in that facility and know that everybody was coming to us, it was satisfying too, because everything went off so well as a host. Everything went great. The facility was amazing. All of the student athletes had just a great experience, and that's from all of the teams. A big part of it was the quality of the facility. It was definitely the highest quality facility that we've ever had Also, we as an institution just do such a great job of hosting events like that. We go the extra mile, and not just in what's happening at the facility, but what's happening in the community. And also the Fargo-Moorhead community really supports events like that. So I know that all of the other teams just felt like it was something really, really special, more so than any other experience they've had before. From the ease of the hotels and the restaurants and traveling to and from the facility itself, we had a total of 6 locker rooms for 7 teams. So almost each team had their own locker room, things like that. Every team was able to sit around the competition pool. Usually there's not enough seating for everyone, that someone ends up down by the warm-up pool. All of the fans, all of the parents were able to have chair back seats around the competition pool. And the live streaming was amazing. And just yesterday I was able to send out links to the complete video of all of the, every session of the meet. And everyone is really excited about that and thankful that, hey, now I can take a look at it after the fact, or parents who missed part of it or just wanted to see their daughters swim one more time or dive once again, they can do that. And the athletes themselves can take a look at that and examine what they did. There's just so much. It just goes on and on.
The biggest thing with the conference championship that I always like to do as a goal is to make whoever hosts after us really get frustrated because we set the bar so high. So we did a lot of little things, coming down to motivational cards in their hotel rooms every day when they got back to the hotel, to candy on Valentine's Day in their locker room, and other little swag along the way that just made the student athletes feel that they were at something special, not just another meet, but at a true conference championship.
It was a busy 4 days, but overall a lot of fun to watch. Thank you to all the MSUM and Hobart Aquatic staff, and especially the volunteers that worked so hard to make it a memorable championship.
Stay with us here on Dragons Live. We've got so much more. We'll talk with tennis player Raquel Ramsbottom and head coach Oliver Summers next.
Another day. And just like every day, it never seems to slow down. But you have a plan. Grab a cup, grab the paper, and grab a little time, just for you. It's worth it. Don't get the paper? Just grab the phone. Call now and save up to 60% off the newsstand price. Journalists, bringing the story home every day.
The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. There's a place where teaching and learning are transforming lives, where relationships drive deeper, more meaningful exploration and discovery based on mutual respect and trust, where you'll discover who you are and what you can achieve when you head out into the world to make it better. Life is more than a journey. It is a chance to transform.
Prosperity is today's investment in tomorrow's promise, the promise of a better way of life. With every act of kindness, every act of creation, and with every act of love, we strengthen our community. And when we stand together as a community, we accomplish the impossible. We can choose to pass through life, or we can choose to pass on a better way of life.
You always do this. You had a couple of pops in you and got cocky. Who's up for a game of wing roulette, you said? Because you thought it'd be funny to watch one of your friends get stuck with the hot one. But your friends, they got teriyaki, then spicy garlic, and then Asian zing. And now you're looking at the last one and you're thinking, my God, what have I done?
Welcome back to Dragons Live. We caught up with head tennis coach Oliver Summers this past weekend to check in with his team's tear through conference play this season.
All right, so this is probably the best season that we've ever had since I've been coaching. As of now, we're undefeated at home, and this is our last home match. So it's nice to go the whole season undefeated. We're vying for like one of the top 2 spots in the conference. The strengths would be a doubles for sure. It's definitely something that we've repeated over and over again where we've won all the doubles or we've won the majority of the doubles matches going into the singles. And that just sets a really good precedent going into that singles, being ahead, having that little bit of a cushion. They don't really think about it because they play at such a high level and they're very mature on the court. But yeah, we only have one senior, but the freshmen have just done a great job coming in, and they know what they're doing on the court. They take coaching really well. They handle pressure situations really, really well. So that's been a definite plus. So we focus on 4 things mainly, and so nothing's going to change in what we work on. We work on focus, attitude, footwork, and effort, and just trying to do that every single match. So regardless of who we play, regardless of the situation, regardless of what's on the line, we're always going to be trying to do those 4 things. Yeah, obviously we're hoping to get 2 wins out of those last 2 matches. I know that Upper Iowa only have 5 on their roster, so going into that one, that looks good for us, going to that. And then Winona, they have a very similar record to us. So it's nice actually to finish off with that one as well, sort of a culmination of the whole season. Everyone goes into the season, going into the tournament, knowing that the one team that's going to be really hard to beat is Augustana. So, our hope is to get that 2 seed and to see them in the final and see what happens.
You heard from Coach Ollie, but now let's hear from tennis player Raquel Ramsbottom about her senior season. Senior tennis player Raquel Ramsbottom has taken on many roles over her years here, even the role as team athletic trainer.
When we played Concordia for our first match, what was interesting was that she was actually taping people up beforehand. It wasn't even our team, but that's just the kind of person that she is. If someone needs help, she's going to help them out. On the spring break, she brought all her supplies with her, and she was kind of our trainer.
I've been super grateful for that opportunity, given that there aren't any other student athletes in the athletic training program. I've gotten to work on some great sites and had some great learning experiences.
Not only does she bring her training skills to the court, but she also brings a passion for the game.
Raquel has been really good, especially her leadership skills more than anything. And I would say too, her grit and her heart, because she just tries like crazy on the court, and that just seeps through to the rest of the team.
Really the program, seeing it grow, has been awesome, and I'd like to be involved with it in the future too if I can. Right now I'm still just kind of on the mid-season high, I'm not really thinking about the end yet, but I'm sure when it comes there'll be a little bit of sadness, but also excitement. It's tough, I'm really busy, but ultimately I love it, and it's been a great experience.
Don't go anywhere. We've got plenty of Dragons Live still to come.
We have recaps, Doug's Desk, the teammate game, and the Dragons Live Top 5 all coming up next.
Have you ever bought the wrong car? Over half of all used car purchases end in regret. Wrong car, wrong terms and conditions, unexpected problems. You know what I'm talking about. Why put yourself through it? At Valley Pre-Owned, you can't buy the wrong car. We guarantee it. That's right, we guarantee it. Stop down today, learn more about our free 730 guarantee. It'll make your next used car purchase the best car buying experience you've ever had. And you might even have some fun at Valley Pre-Owned.
Get fired up for the new Shop MSUMDragons.com, the official online store of Dragon Athletics, featuring top brands like Under Armour, Adidas, Columbia, and more. Get gear in women's, youth, toddler, and infant sizes, perfect for all of our Dragon fans. Support your favorite Dragon team with Select a Logo. Anything custom ships in 72 hours. And take your tailgating to the next level with items like bleacher chairs, tailgate tents, and lawn chairs. Get the gear and support your team with profits going directly to Dragon Athletics from Shop MSUMDragons.com.
Mr. Goldman loved his family a lot, didn't he, Dad?
He sure did.
That's why he had State Farm life insurance, like you. So his family never has to worry, right?
Mr. Goldman didn't have life insurance.
Why not?
He's just a goldfish.
Ignore him.
Call State Farm agent David Eggers in Moorhead today so your family won't have to worry about whether you have life insurance.
We put the life back in life insurance.
New from the MSUM Dragons is the Fired Up Fan Zone Rewards app. Check in, earn points, and get prizes. Search MSUM in your app store to download it now, and you can join the game day fun with the Fan Cam. Check your ranking on the leaderboard and use your points to buy exclusive prizes for our Fired Up fans only. Get the Fired Up Fan Zone Rewards app powered by Valley Imports, available now in the App Store and Google Play.
Welcome back to Dragons Live. It's been a while since we talked about our Athletes of the Week, So let's pick up where we left off on January 28th with swimmer Taylor Bynum and track's Zach Sweet.
On February 4th, women's basketball Maddie Green and wrestler Cole Jones.
February 12th was men's basketball's Addison Park and thrower Emily Waletsko.
On February 20th, men's basketball Tanner Kretschmann and women's basketball Cassidy Thorson.
And those are your Courtyard by Marriott Athletes of the Week. Well, I wore my spring-colored jacket today, so let's talk about our warmer weather sports, starting with softball, who got started in February at the Minot State Tournament, going 1-3. The Dragons would lose 4 games at West St. Paul before heading to Florida over spring break, going 6-4.
Now to tennis, who had quite a few matches since our last show starting in early February, winning their first 3. On the road, tennis split with a win over Sioux Falls and a loss to Augustana. On neutral courts in Bismarck, the Dragons will beat both Minnesota State and Southwest Minnesota State 7-2. Over spring break, they went to sunny Florida, going 4-1 in 5 matches. At home for the last 3 matches, the Dragons would beat UMary 8-1, Bemidji State 7-2, and Minnesota Crookston 9-0. Tennis finishes off the regular season in Winona with matches against Upper Iowa and Winona State before the NSIC Championships April 20th through the 22nd in Minnetonka.
Outdoor track and field starts Alborki Open on the 7th before the Lyle Hokinson Classic at NDSU on the 14th.
Time now for a dad joke style teammate game where making your opponent laugh means you get a point. Let's check out how tennis did in the Papa John's teammate game.
What did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet? Supplies.
What did the Jam say to Beyonce? I don't think you're ready for this, Jelly.
Did you hear about my friend's bakery that burned down? Now his business is toast.
What did the rope say when it got tangled? Not again.
Why couldn't the bicycle stand up? It was too tired.
Why should you never trust stairs? They're always up to something.
What does a house wear? A dress.
Okay. What does a clock do when it gets hungry? It goes back 4 seconds.
What did the mother broom say to the baby broom? It's time to go to sweep.
Want to hear a joke about pizzas? Never mind, it's too cheesy.
What did the donut say to the dentist? He had to get a filling.
Did you know the first French fries weren't cooked in France? They were cooked in Greece.
We'll be right back. We've got Doug's Desk and our Dragons Live Top 5 coming up after the break.
It's a new stay at the Courtyard by Marriott, located just minutes from downtown Fargo, local colleges, shopping centers, and several restaurants. The Courtyard features a 24-hour fitness center, 24-hour on-site Starbucks, and our bistro restaurant and lounge open for breakfast and dinner daily. Relax in one of our 2 indoor swimming pools and hot tub. The comfort your family needs close to all the action at the Courtyard by Marriott. Visit our website or call 218-284-1000. That's 218-284-1000.
Dragon Swim School is proud to offer year-round swimming and diving lessons with the lowest student-to-instructor ratio around. Lessons are available for all levels, including parent-child sessions and preschool. Help your child learn to love the water in a safe and caring environment with us at Dragon Swim School. Visit msumdragons.com/swim for more information. That's msumdragons.com/swim.
Get everything Dragons in the palm of your hand with the MSUM Dragons mobile app. Available now for all your mobile devices. Get the MSUM Dragons mobile app today or check out msumdragons.com/mobile app for more information.
This broadcast is copyright Minnesota State University Moorhead and presented by Dragon Athletics. All rights reserved.
Welcome back to Dragons Live. Athletic Director Doug Peters is always fired up about something. Let's see what he's working on this week in Doug's desk.
Hey, I'm fired up. You're joining me for this week's segment of Doug's Desk, where we dive in behind the scenes of Dragon Athletics. And right now, the environment says it all. We're heading into our spring sports season, and you see a lot of snow. So right now, we're just working busily behind the scenes, trying to make sure we can get our games rescheduled, send our teams to different places, see what we can figure out how to handle the weather. Other than that, it is the downward slide in the end of the semester. So we're making sure we're getting all our I's dotted and T's crossed as we finish out the academic side and all the celebrations that wrap up the year outside of athletics that recognize our student athletes. That's what's going on behind the scenes in Doug's desk. Follow all the Dragon Athletics updates and news regarding games and events and when things might get switched around at MSUMDragons.com. And just for the fun, Webby, watch out for the snowball.
Time now for the Dragons Live Top 5. At number 5, Zach Scott qualifies for the NCAA National Tournament at 141 pounds after 2 come-from-behind pins at the NCAA Regional in St. Cloud. 1 from down 10 points. Good job, Zach.
At number 4, Drew Sanis earns COSIDA Academic All-American First Team Honors as a senior. She will graduate with her master's degree in her 5 years at MSUM.
Number 3, women's basketball winning the NSIC regular season championship for the 2nd consecutive year, the NSIC North Championship for the 3rd consecutive year, and earning that elusive bubble spot in the NCAA National Tournament.
And at number 2, swimmer Erin Sullivan earns All-American honors at the NCAA D2 swim meet, finishing 5th in the 100 backstroke. She leaves MSUM as the all-time leader in points and 3rd in wins.
And at number 1, Brian Huber breaks his own school record and finishes 3rd at Nationals, earning All-American honors with a long jump of 25 feet, 2 3/4 inches at the NCAA National Meet. Congratulations, Brian, and good luck in outdoors this spring.
And those are your Dragons Live Top 5 Plays of March presented by Valley Imports. Before we let you go, tonight a couple reminders. You can always get the best Dragons gear at shopmsumdragons.com. Now through April 9th, get 15% off duffels, totes, and backpacks. That's 15% off duffels, totes, and backpacks. So go to shopmsumdragons.com and get geared up for game day. Soccer's spring training schedule is on msumdragons.com, and they host UND on April 19th at 7 p.m.
Dragons football just started their spring practices and will have their annual spring football game on April 21st at 4 p.m. Again, mark your calendars for the spring football game on April 21st at 4.
One more thing before we let you go. The Dragons Red and White Student Athlete Banquet was held this last Sunday night. You can catch a special mini Dragons Live immediately after the show on our YouTube channel to get caught up on all the award winners. Just go to youtube.com/MSUMDragons.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Dragons Live. We hope you enjoyed the show. For our director, Alex Nelson, assistant Brent Keel, Alexis Kennedy, and myself, thank you for watching, and of course, go Dragons.